Hey guys, Spencer here with Keystone Giant Pumpkins. The pumpkin is now 27 days old. Last time I did an update it was 20 days old, and this is 1 week later. It's a lot bigger than it was before. More than double the size. I actually calculated this. In 1 week we did 146 pounds of growth, and that averages out to around 21 pounds a day over the last 7 days, which is not bad, but it's not great because I've seen others that have done a lot more, but I'm still very happy with this just because this pumpkin is a good shape too. I'm walking over here around to the stem side, looking good. There's a nice like starburst pattern they call it starting to set up around there. The vine itself is a lot bigger, healthier looking, and the stem is a lot bigger and healthier looking, and the vine is starting to thicken up too. It's bigger than my thumb now. Hopefully we'll just keep getting bigger. The areas where there were some bugs are nice and dried out. All dry, completely dry. Right here, that looks bad, but it's all dry too. Along there, it's good. I've been spraying it and watching it for the last week. There's some powdery mildew starting to develop, which means I should spray some Daconel. I'll spray some Daconel tonight, and I'll also probably spray some pesticide like some Spinazad tonight as well, or maybe some 7. I'll see. But yeah, stem side's looking good. Got the fan on it, cooling it down. It's hot. It is hot. It is supposed to be a high of 97 degrees. And the humidity's pretty high too, so it feels even worse. Now coming around to the blossom end side of the pumpkin, there's definitely a lot worse shape on this side of it. The blossom end is right in there, looking good. It's dry, but it's getting really indented, and this whole area, like all this, is growing out, pushing it out more than this is, and it's kind of just like angled like that over it, which I don't really like because that means that there's a lot of weight sitting onto blossom end and putting a lot of pressure on that weak area. But I've been hitting this around here, and you hear how it makes like a lighter, more resonant sound compared to here, which hopefully means that the blossom end is nice and thick and it can support all that weight without having to worry about it cracking at all. This side is looking good. This side seems a lot younger than most of the other pumpkin for some reason. I don't know why. This side's bowed out a lot. If you come look here, it's like there's a lot of like a high angle, acute angle that is growing out of. So the actual pumpkin sits down there, but it's bowed out a lot more on that side. This side not as badly with that, probably because this side's downhill. This side isn't. But since this side is younger looking, it probably means that this side will grow out more to compare with that. But we have a nice sized fruit. At the beginning when it was little, it looked like it was going to be taller than it was, or like shorter than it is wide. But now it seems there's a good shape, maybe even the perfect shape, which is slightly longer than it is wide, which I think it is, judging by that. What else? 269 pounds, I think I said that before, which is by far the biggest I've ever grown, but that's also because I didn't get good genetics before this season. The plant, it's healthy, it's grown, it's filled in more over there. It's kind of wilted leaves. I should get the hose back down here and spray some more. But plant's huge. It's taken in all that space, and now I'm having it take in even more space over here. There's a lot of tertiaries. I have to come back here when the sun's up over those trees, so it's nice and shaded and it's not like 1,000,000 degrees and an oven in here. And I have to go through and cut out a lot of the tertiary vines growing alongside the pumpkin. Let's see. Let's come down here. Yeah, there's definitely some powdery mildew starting to start. So I'm definitely gonna have to spray with some Daconel. There's some squash vine borer areas. I've managed to clear out the whole main vine, and I'm seeing less and less squash vine borers around, which means that hopefully we're not gonna have to deal with them very much longer. Now coming over here, there's a fig tree there that's growing nicely, and the corn is, even though it fell over, like you can look down here, it's fallen over and then it's just come back up again, thankfully. So now I have some cobs starting to start. That one looks good. This one snapped completely in half, but the 2 cobs managed to stay on there. So these ones just pollinated it, and now hopefully I'll get 2 cobs off that plant, even though it snapped in half. The corn's looking good. It's a lot taller than I am now, which is good. Coming down this way, we're gonna take a look at the other plant. Now I still haven't got a pumpkin on this plant, even though I've let like all the tertiary vines grow and go crazy. I just haven't found any pumpkins growing on this thing. I just don't know why it just doesn't want to start any. I know a lot of growers have had that problem this year. This is a 1976 new, sorry, and it just didn't want to grow a pumpkin at all. So now it's just a weedy mess of weeds that I have to come through and trim all these out, see if I can find any pumpkin to hopefully grow at least one on this plant. And it's just so late in the season to grow, and it would probably end up being a porch pumpkin more than anything else. But yeah, there's a lot of tomatoes growing in here actually. There's tomatoes seeds that got here from the garden. Sometimes I like threw them into, this was woods last year, this was just straight woods, and sometimes I'll throw the rotten tomatoes into the woods, and I guess they just grew because now there's tomato seedlings and plants everywhere. Coming through over here, yeah, there's some tertiary vines there. This is the other side of the plant. It's nice, filled out green. I've let some tertiaries fill in where there's some damage. Yeah, let me move over here so I can zoom in on the stump. There it is, right there. And that area on the stump has healed up very nicely, and it's nice and dry. And I'm very happy that I managed to save the stump on this. Pumpkin's all the way, let me zoom out over there, because I just couldn't get one to pollinate for a while, and that was a later pollination. So I ended up with a really big plant and a really long main vine, which means it's really annoying to train it. I'm walking into the garden here. I gotta take this off. This is a peach tree, and some of the pumpkin vines have climbed up it, along with some, what is that? Some pole beans, it looks like, and some gourds. I have to take off these pumpkin vines. Like this one just snapped there. I have to take that off. But these are the tomatoes. This one fell over just because it was so heavy. But there's some nice tomatoes in there, Roma tomatoes and beefsteaks. Let me walk over here. It is still really tomatoey in here because there's just tomatoes growing everywhere. It's like a tomato jungle. Some sweet potatoes over there on a trellis. I don't know if you can see them or not, but this is just the jungle of tomatoes. And there's definitely a lot of tomatoes in there. I'm just waiting for them to be ripe enough that I can pick them. Let me walk back over to the pumpkin. Let's see, what will I be giving it today? I'll probably feed some Master Blend later when it's shady here, because if the fertilizer, this is a warning, if you mix fertilizer and it gets on the leaves in the sun, it'll just burn your leaves off and you have a lot of leaf damage. So you have to apply it at nighttime or when it's shady over the patch, so it can't torch the leaves, and then you water it in so it doesn't stick on the leaves for in the daytime next time when the sun comes out. I'll also probably do the Daconil, like I said, and some Spinazad to take care of bugs. And maybe some 7 insecticide too, to take care of aphids, cucumber beetles, squash bugs. Those are like the 3 main things that I have to worry about now, because the squash vine borers are wrapping up, but those will last with me until I have to pick the fruit in October, which is a long time, so I should start applying for that. But yeah, we're looking good. This is the day 27 update on the 1354 gram. Fruit looks good, plant looks good. That's it.